Hmm. I like this scarf because it's kind of got the Jamaican coloring in it. Good morning to anyone who's seeing this. And I found it the best way to share this morning about crappy moments. But not just crappy moments, but the power and lesson in crappy moments, the opportunities that are often missed in crappy moments. Is this me just showing face? No, this is me after a whole lot of frustration, some tears, heavy-heartedness, all because I just wanted to load the water bottle on the water cooler and it went to shit. There's really no other way to describe how that happened. So, as I was loading the bottle, cleaned the top, added electrolytes, I add electrolytes into, well, sea salt, into the reverse osmosis water bottles that we get filled. And as I was loading it onto the water cooler, the top of it decided to slip and go in all types of directions, causing the water to spill all over the place, causing the pin to not line up, and the water was just chugging into a space where it was just going to keep flowing. So I took the water bottle off, which made more of a mess, water everywhere. I got the bottle off, and now I had to clean all the water that had been overflowing. And as I'm cleaning this up, the languaging started coming to the surface. And it's funny to be in a space where you can observe yourself in the moment and be in the expression of the stuff in the moment. It's a beautiful space to be in, but not everyone fully gets it. So here I am expressing myself fully, and I was grateful for it because I wanted to see what was coming up. But in the process of, because I wasn't gonna, I didn't want to pretty it. I didn't want to say, okay, well, it's just gonna be okay. We'll fix it, we'll fix it. I did take a moment to step back and decide the steps I was going to take in order to clean it up, to try and fix the things so that it can go back on, so that I can load. This is the last bottle of water as well. And then we get to go and fill our bottles up. We usually call it a water run. It's a little trip that we do to get them all filled up and then start the process over again. And as I was standing there and trying to figure out, how do I fix this? I was like, I'm going to try and put the thing back on and then reload the water bottle. And as I put the thing back on, I hear it continuing to chug and spill out all over the floor. This is after having gone back and cleaned it up. I was like, I need to get that off before it spills everywhere. It's a lot of water. So as I'm taking it off, because it's all wet, my hand slips and I drop the whole bottle on the floor, and the bottle cracks, and now it's spilling out all over the kitchen, down the stairs, underneath the dishwasher, down into the basement. Yeah. And so I was like, I am so done. I'm trying to get to the towels so that I can toss them back into the kitchen to catch the water. And I'm like, wait, I need to pick up the bottle. So I picked up the bottle, tossed it into the sink, let it drain all out down the drain. Grab the towels so that I can clean all this up. And I realized in that moment how many other people go through such things like this. And it's not even just water, right? It could be something happens. Car accident, bumping into something. Went through that one recently. And I'm realizing that our society has missed a few steps in teaching a few things, and one of which is compassion. Not to say that it's not out there, because I know it's out there because it's in me. I know it's out there because there's other people that I know. When I share from my story, they're not caught up in saying, oh, well, whatever they have, agenda or assumption or whatever against a person. They actually stand in that space with that other human and recognize, hey, this person's going through a hard time. I want to listen. Let me listen. Maybe they need to be heard. I'm so grateful for these kind of moments in my life that encourage me to stay here and do purposeful work of encouraging and showing compassion for others in the moments that look like a hot mess to other people, where people want to run away from that type of person because they're like, oh, it's just going to spread like germs. No. And now have you been in a situation where your life feels like it's spiraling out of control, or you feel like you're in a hot mess and you feel alone and there's no one reaching out to you to check in? This goes with the post that I shared this morning from a friend, where they're mentioning about maybe having a few friends, or at least, a few that don't want them to die. And I realize I've had that conversation. I've had it personally, and I've had it with other people. And there are some people who know. And I've had this conversation specifically here in Canada over the last year with people because we have assisted suicide available. No, this is not my statement that I am considering any of which, because I specifically want to make clear that I am here and staying here to be that human anchor of encouragement and compassion for others. Mine is there somewhere, coming. It's here, somewhere. That's not my focus right now. My focus is realizing that there's people going through some worse stuff than I me dropping into the last the last big water bottle all over the kitchen, having it run all over the house, and having to clean that up. There's people going through worse than that right now. And how are we showing up in compassion? It's a hard space to be in because it's heavy. And that person's carrying that load all by themselves. And we can see it because it's heavy and it's awkward how they move through the world. And it wouldn't look so awkward and heavy if someone was helping them to carry that load. They wouldn't look frustrated and like a hot mess or beastly in public. If there was a kind word, if there was compassion. So let's stop and think about how we're showing up for people. You know, because Mental Health Month finished with a closed and slammed door, and that conversation was gone like the night coming after the day. It was so fast. It was fashionable, wasn't it? Mental health, mental awareness. People, not cool. There's not even a word about it in the media. I haven't even heard a thing over the radio. I don't watch TV, so I'm not going to see it there. The billboards are all gone. We need to be mindful that the little things that we celebrate, the little days, the little months, they're not just fashionable. This is life, mindset, mental wellness, support, compassion for humans, the journey of humanity. Let's stay on track with building up and lifting up one another. We can do this. We can help someone to share their load. More than just And it's hard when you're carrying a heavy load yourself. But did you know that when we share, we both get to lighten one another's load? There's power in the one another love journey. Such power. So I just wanted to put this reminder out there today. If you're just jumping on, you can watch back, hear how my morning has gone. My big word to myself in the whole moment is stay in my lane today. Today is about keeping it simple, super simple, and staying on task and in my lane today. That's where I'm going to be. So I'll be writing and finishing up some work, driving my son back and forth to school, and that's it. That's it. Keeping it simple today. So much love to all of you. And remember, if you see somebody having a hard time, give a little hint of encouragement. Let them know that they're seen and that we can all relate to a struggle. Okay? Take care. Have a great day. Much love to all of you. All of you. We're in this together.